Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 5 and the finale of this Cobblemon season. I didn't do everything that I was planning on doing. You come on my shoulder. Unfortunately... Wait, he does that without command? Okay. In the past 3 months, me and the boys have been busy with, well, this. And some of us put 100s of hours into this, then other people tens of hours. It started with the 4 of us, 5 of us. No, it started with the 4 of us. Then it became Rick came in as the 5th guy, and then 2 other people came in the last couple of weeks. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to keep the motivation going. Rick eventually, the number 5 that joined, eventually said, "Harley, my motivation is dead." And here we are. Everybody's motivation is gone, and I do want to commend this server this season for being the longest we've ever had without losing motivation. This is like 4 months or something. We did like 4 to 5 months. We did a few really good quest lines and such, but eventually all things must end. And I just want to do a showcase of the worlds really quick, to showcase you guys what we've been up to. Unfortunately, the weeks went by so fast that I couldn't keep up with the amount of episodes. So every damn week there was so much happening that there was nothing I could do. Let's start at Rick's base. This is where he started, at the very top, of course. And we'll go over that in a minute. That's something different. And yeah, we were planning on getting rid of this mountain eventually, because in case you didn't know, give me a moment. In case you didn't know, we were planning on making Lumio City, quote unquote. Specifically, something with an inspiration coming from Lumio City. And yeah, we had the baseline set up. It just took so much of our time to do everything that it didn't work out as much anymore. So eventually, we were supposed to get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. So we would have a big circle or octagon or whatever roaming around. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. So this is the first base of Rick, and he actually did put in quite a few hours in this. So when you go in the base here, you find this honey farm that doesn't really work. You go down here, and then we got an apricot farm. This really looks like one of those French wine farms, you know, like a grape farm. What do we got down here? This is the zombie farm that me and him made. If I can find it. Hello? Is it down here? Is it up here? Yeah, it's up here, and this is the zombie thing that you could see it from here, but eventually we just fucking put dirt over it, because why not? If we go a little bit further downstairs, he made all sorts of shit. I mean, a cactus farm is automatic smelter. A small storage, and then the further we go down, the more slavery you'll see, because there's quite a few of these villager fuckers over here, and of course they're all standing here. There's a couple down here. There's way too many, so I won't go over them all, but this is the villager breeder. He put in tens of hours in this. It worked. Like I said, he was the first one to lose his motivation, so this is the first one we're going through. Also the closest to the rest of the city. The city was our main project this season. The city was so big that eventually we couldn't even figure it out. As you can see, the tower that I wanted to build in episode 1 has been built. Unfortunately, it wasn't in survival because first of all, I didn't get any help at first. Second of all, the people who were supposed to be helping eventually lost motivation quickly. And third of all, the project was too big. I mean, I liked it, and I wanted to finish it before the season ended, and I did finish it. Unfortunately, I just fucking used Light Magic to copy and paste the walls, because it was too big. And we need to take that into account for next season, and this has been going on for years now, that I just take on projects that are too big. Iron Farm, nothing really to say here. This is Josh, his base down here. Did a few things. Was here at the start, eventually fell off thanks to his what do you call it? His hospital problems. He has been hospitalized I think, twice or thrice, or maybe even more than that in the beginning of this year. Ever since January and February rolled around, he was in hospital for at least 3 times, for so far as I can remember. Kidney problems, tumor failure, whatever, things like that. Oh yeah, this was supposed to be the next episode, actually. This was supposed to be episode 5, me and Rick raiding this shit down here. Unfortunate that didn't happen. You can still find the entire playlist on the Full Streams channel anyway, if you want to do that, because I really focus on the mainstream channel lately to get as much content on there as possible. So maybe I have a backlog every once in a while. There's another Epicorn from an automatic one. But yeah, he started off great and then he just left due to hospitalization and probably due to demotivation as well. Because what we did at the start is we limited the world very much, and we also limited our playtime, because we know that as soon as we start playing this together, that there's gonna be 2 or 3 people out of the 5 of us. Usually it's 5 or 6 of us. It's always the same people that I play with. And if we play together, then usually 2 or 3 people will start getting as much hours in as they can, because they can. They don't have to, they can. So we limited the amount of hours, we limited the amount of time. We also limited the world, because the world, I think at the very start you couldn't even get here. We'll go over that. That's pretty much one of the best builds on this server. But as you can see, we started a couple French builds. Tony built this. He never really got to do his own base, unfortunately, because I think he wanted to make his base somewhere over here. So he wanted to have a second road leading down here and then an alleyway, and then his one would be over here or something. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. But the buildings look nice. This one out of the 3 I like the least, because it looks French, but I don't like the color palette whatsoever. There was going to be another one over here, which me and Rick had built, but no. This one was built by Dominic. So Dominic, Tony, me, and Rick were the sole focus on this street for the past few weeks. And then we of course have the crème de la crème, the pièce de résistance, my tower. The idea was for us to make this tower, and the storyline that I had in mind, because I was having a separate storyline going through everything as well. Well, what would happen was eventually we would end it right here. I will not go into details about what the storyline actually entailed for the rest of it, but let's just say that the very last quest line would be on top of the tower right here. We were also planning on incorporating legendaries somehow, as the actual Pokemon games do. Unfortunately, that doesn't really matter anymore now. Nether. This looks more like a nether than the nether itself. And then here we have one of the other pièces de résistance. Is this a beacon? Yep. This is well, kind of want to say a French house, but this one is made by Dominic. He also was planning on doing this. That didn't happen anymore, unfortunately. A greenhouse, and then a castle manor type thing. It looked nice, so it's all good. And I think that's it for the entirety of this server already, to be honest. I mean, yes, we have a few things going about. I mean, there was this... Can I even go there? I don't even know. We were busy... No. We were busy here. Specifically me. I was busy here. I got rid of this entire inside together with Dominic. This was probably a pain in the ass to do, because 6 hours were spent on this? 8 hours? Yeah, I believe that the storyline we had in mind went too slow. Because I was focusing on trying to get as much people incorporated into the storyline as possible. So most of the people who joined this server from the get-go could experience the entire, the quest line that we had in mind. But unfortunately, that didn't really happen, because first of all, hospitalization. Tony lives on the other side of the world, and he makes most of these quest lines. He pretty much made 90% of them. The only 10% that I did was writing and all that sorts of shit, and even then he edited a bit of it. So this is fucking unfortunate, man. I really enjoyed this season. I'm looking for my last. Also really fucking enjoyed this, to be honest. Look at this. I love this. You can't really see it from here, but like so. I love this coastline. From what I can recall, Tony was planning on doing something here. Don't quote me on that though. Was it right here that he was planning on doing something? There should be a cove in here somewhere. I love this coastline. Look at this. Perfect. And then Tony's cave type thing would be here. He was already building stuff by the looks of it. Okay. Oh, good on you, Tony. Good on you, yeah. I told him to make a rock type gym called Stony. Well, the rock type gym leader would be called Stony. It's funny, haha. Oh, he also made it next to the ice type gym. That's interesting. Didn't realize that it was so close. Yeah, this is the ice type gym leader. This was the very first one. Was a good run, to be honest. I really enjoyed this. The boys, unfortunately, didn't really get any fucking chance, except for Dominic, to beat the ice type gym leader. Because Josh didn't participate, or didn't... he didn't fucking try. Rick tried, got his ass whooped, mainly because I had full IV if he trained Pokemon with competitive movesets. That might just be a me problem here. But to be honest, I don't really care too much. There's, yeah, I think that was the entire server. It might look like nothing at all, but we had much fun with this, like a shit ton of fun. The only thing that's unfortunate is that when we finally started getting to build this city and build the tower, that people's motivation started dropping. So a couple weeks ago, me and Tony said, you know, 4 of these things are not gonna happen, especially not with the demotivational spiral coming in. So we set our sights on this road, because this was already being built. Yeah, no, didn't work either. So I told Tony that the best thing we can do is do 2 quest lines, end it on the first or second week of April, and then eventually I was hoping Dominic would still arrive somehow, and that didn't happen either, because Dominic was the most motivated one. I thought Dominic would still play until the end of April, or at the beginning of April for the end of the server. And to my surprise, I didn't even realize that when you do that shit, when you tell people the server's gonna end, they don't want to play anymore because all their efforts will be in vain eventually. So unfortunately, my biggest problem with this season was the fact that everything went so slow. Like I said, the only thing we did was expand the border every week or so by like 500 blocks, so a new biome would pop within our range, or a village or whatever that we needed. And we would do a quest line. Me and Tony would do quest lines every week, and that quest line had a main story. You had an A plot and a B plot, and the A plot would be the main plot line, and the B plot would be a separate quest, like a side quest, main quest, basically. The main plot line didn't advance nearly enough, and the side quests didn't really focus on the main plot either. So you were having side quests everywhere. But the main quest line would just be like, oh, this happened. 4 weeks later, oh, this happened. And then you need to remind the audience, meaning the people who are watching this, as well as yourself, as well as the people that are playing this, what happened 4 weeks ago. Because nobody fucking remembers. That's a big problem. And I will take these lessons into consideration for the next season, which will inevitably happen someday. Of course, not right now, not this year, probably 2027, probably 2028, somewhere around that. But yeah, I just wanted to do a server tour, showcase to you what we had been building. The season itself was good, it just didn't really appeal to the viewers as much. Because the personal season that I did was much better, and this multiplayer season didn't really do too well. At least not in YouTube spheres or in YouTube regards. Like I said, in personal regard, I thought this was the best season I've ever had. I mean, this tower was supposed to be my base as well, and as you can tell, I put a lot of effort into it. Eventually I didn't anymore, but this was hella fun to build. It also took me like 20 hours to just build one wall in creative, because we were stuck at the pillars, like how are we gonna do this? We need something like Lumio's tower. Well, eventually we came to the conclusion that this pillar would be the best, and this would be my base in variant, and I never really got to finish that base. It's a shame. Usually when I say, hey, I want to finish this, I never finish it. So this is going to be a part of that project. But I do want to give a shout out to everybody that helped me with this. Like the fucking Rick helped me with this. Tony and Dom all helped me with this. The only unfortunate thing with these type of projects is that they are very ambitious, and therefore they take a shit ton of your time. That is something that I will be taking into account for the next season, for the next project we will inevitably do. And I don't know. Maybe there will be a next season on this YouTube channel, maybe there won't. But this seems like a good place to end it here. So, if you liked this video, leave a like. If you are not subscribed, why haven't you subscribed? Leave a comment down below. What is your favorite building or your favorite base in this entire series? Could be Rick's base, could be Josh's base. Josh's base just fucking ideal. Could be one of these buildings, could be the tower. Up to you. It's gonna be the tower, isn't it? But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again. I don't know when. I don't know what I'm gonna do on this YouTube channel next, but I'll be here. I'll make some shit eventually. So stay tuned, and until then, bye-bye.